Hello, my name is Cindy Gray, and I am here to share some chair yoga with you. And this will be lower body, legs and hips today. I did a video the other day that was more upper body, so today I'm going to focus on lower body. So grab yourself a chair and something comfortable to stretch in. Have a kind of a little bit of an empty tummy so your system can focus on what you're doing. Make sure your chair is comfortable, stable, sturdy, no arms to the chair. And if your feet don't touch the floor or if they need to be up higher, you can simply use a couple of yoga blocks and raise them up. And that's nice too. So we will get started. Nice and comfortable together. Let's pause and connect with our breath first. We'll bring the attention to our breath and get a feeling of calmness, a centered feeling. Have your chin be parallel with the earth. Imaginary string on the crown, lifting up. Shoulders feel good, back is good. Possibly a little movement in the shoulders to loosen that up before we get started in the lower half. And your hands can be on your thighs or cupped and upward, whatever you're more comfortable with. And let's start by just centering the breath. Beautiful breath, the pranayama. And you can inhale deeply through the nose. And take that just a little pause before the exhale comes out. Cleansing breath, exhaling through the mouth. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. And don't be afraid to make sound with your breath. Breath should make sounds, gentle sounds. Even if just you hear it, it's okay. And we're going to start by placing our feet squarely on the floor, possibly on the blocks. Let's scooch a little bit toward the front. And let's begin to just wake up the lower half of the body. Stepping forward or scooching forward so that the back of your thighs are comfortable on the edge of your chair. Let's swing up and back. Up and back. Always breathing. You can take a hold of the back of the chair, which is a nice way to open the chest. Arching the back a little bit, pulling the belly in, navel toward the spine. Noticing your knees. Now we're starting to point forward and hold. Pointing forward, flattening, pointing, bringing them back. Notice how your body feels. Notice where you feel it. Notice where you might hear it. Sometimes we hear our knees. A little symphony of body parts. And we'll just pause and shake that out. A little bit of stimulation in the legs. And now let's just do the right leg. We'll bring it up, we'll leave it up, and we'll point. Observing the posture, keeping the posture straight. And just having that leg up. Now we're going to point and flex that on its own. Softening the hands, keeping them to the side, maybe hanging to the chair, hanging onto the chair if you want. And if you want some soft music, you can put that on in your background. We'll bring that down. Pause, feeling the difference between left and right. New breath, out goes the left leg. And we'll point and flex. Keeping the opposite foot down, the toes down. And if you want just a little bit of pressure, pushing the foot down. The opposite foot, the grounded foot. Always breathing. Staying focused, staying calm, observing the face, keeping the eyebrows soft, keeping them soft. Deep breath in on the exhale. We'll bring it down, right leg comes out again. This time we're going to point and we're going to flex and we're going to circle. We're going to big circles with that right ankle, keeping the back straight. Keeping the back straight, circling, and then we'll switch the other direction. Always breathing, pulling the belly in, keeping the back flat, chin parallel with the floor. Woo. We'll just go every direction it'll go. Swinging it around. Stretching the ankles. Doing this move. And then we'll pause. We'll lower it. Stay in comfy. Any tension in your back, dance it out. Dance it out. Love it out. Take a new breath. Right foot's flat, left leg goes out. Oh, nice point. Nice point. Lifting the chest, bringing the foot up, and we're going to circle it around. Always observing the difference between sides. Sometimes some click, make sounds. So just send him some extra love mentally. Go the other direction. Oh, pointing, flexing, circling. Nice circles. Remember to go back the other way. Shoulders soft. Feel anything bunched up, loosen it up. Nice deep breath. We'll pause. Bring it down. And let's spread the legs out just a little bit. You might need to come forward, and that's okay. Oh, we're going to stretch. We're going to bring the right shoulder forward. Oh, reaching down to that ankle, bringing it up. Left shoulder forward, bringing it down, bringing it up. I hear my chair squeaking. It's a wooden chair. We're going to bring it down. Opposite arm then joins the mix. Stretching it out. Always breathing. Always breathing. I swing that back arm out. And we'll come back to center. And both legs again. And swing them out and point. Swing them out and point. Bring them up and point. Pull the belly in. Lifting. Lifting them both. If you want to hang on to the sides, you can lift one at a time. That's nice. One at a time. Back to center, lifting them both. Always breathing, bring them down. And we'll take that left leg, we'll lift it, putting the hands together under, making a little sling. Oh, nice new breath. On the exhale, pull it in. Pull it in and point down. Point down, bring elbows in, they get tight around the rib cage. Flattening the back. Keeping that left foot flat, left toes down. Nice new breath. Swing it out. Oh. Flattening and pointing. Flattening and pointing. Aiming the toes towards your face, the heel toward the wall. Pointing. Oh, another circle. Bringing it in. Lifting it up. Lowering it, letting your arms get involved. Always calm. Pause. Noticing the difference between sides. Another deep breath. We're going to take that left leg. Get comfy. Nice little mix with your fingers there. Forming a sling. And let's lift it up. Lift and point. It feels so good to point. Point and flex. Keeping that right foot down. Pointing, flexing. Aiming the toes toward the opposite wall. Let's kick the heel out. Bit of that. Another deep breath, and next time you bring it in, we'll bring it in way up. Let's bring that leg up. Bring that leg up. Bring the elbows in, flatten the back. Lifting, pointing, holding. You might find a little shake, a little tremor in the foot. That's kind of the edge. People say, go to the edge. And you think, where's the edge? Well, that's the edge where it starts to tremor. It starts to wiggle, really, a little bit of shaking. You can either go beyond it or stay below it or kind of hang in the middle. Nice deep breath. We'll release that. Back down to center. Beautiful. Let's round the shoulders a little bit. Make some nice circles. Imaginary chalk on your shoulders, drawing big circles. The imaginary chalkboards beside you. And then we're going to pause and we'll take our right hand, we'll swing it around to the back of the chair, hanging on. Left hand comes around, grabs the right side of the chair and twists. Twist and lift. Always breathing. Working the pose, pulling the belly in. Lifting, keeping that right heel down. If your feet are on blocks, that might be a good time to have them on blocks. Actually, we'll do that next. We'll take in a new breath. On the exhale, releasing, unwrapping, unwinding, saying hello to center. We'll take a new breath. And that left arm's going to reach back, get a good hold of the chair. And here comes the right arm. Going to take a nice handle on that. And we're going to twist. Pull the belly in. And just adjust your arms and hands where you feel a comfortable position. We're going to look behind. And twisting a little bit more, being real gentle with the spine. If you have any issues with your spine, make sure you listen to your body. Nice deep breath. On the exhale, bringing it around forward. Great. Great job. We'll roll the shoulders again. Now let's take our left leg and just place it on top. And actually, I'm going to go to the blocks now for myself. That's nice. You want to make sure always that your ankles are right under the knees. I'm going to take the left leg, bring it up. And just a little bit of a lift of the foot. Push down over the side of the knee, inside of the knee. Careful of that hip. Remember, these poses are not for people with artificial hips, hip replacements. A lot of these poses are certain positions that those hip joint should not go into if it's been replaced. Always breathing. And we'll reach out, bring it down. Opposite foot comes up, right leg's gone up. And just find a comfy spot, maybe not the ankle bone right into the thigh, but just a little bit above the ankle. Noticing how it feels. Pushing down with the knee, lifting up with the foot. Where do you feel it? I feel it deep down, the upper part of my thigh. Beautiful. And there we go. And then, since we have these blocks, let's kick one away. We'll take this one. Kind of in between the front and the back. Comfy there. And then out goes the legs. And you've got the block. You can have it tall, or you can have it on the medium side, if you will. Medium side is nice because it's kind of the width of your foot. Breathe in deep. What's your posture doing? Pull the belly in. Bring it up. Lift it up. And if your block is dropping and all, just keep trying. You'll get used to it. And you'll have a real good squeeze of the block, which helps activate the muscles too of the legs. You can open your toes. You can point and flex with the block in the air. Bring it back. Bring it forward. Up and down. Always breathing, observing the breath. Reach down, take another block if you'd like, if you wanted to bring in the arms to it. Bring up and down. Up and down and out. You might want to bring them up, just pause. And we'll pause and we'll bring the block right over the crown of the head. Send the elbows out, pull the belly in. Always breathing. Finding that little shake. Oh, that little shake of the edge. Another deep breath. Oh. Back to just the block. And you can do 2 blocks. If you'd like it wider, a little bit more heavy. If you wanted a lot more weight with this, you could use a cork block. They're much heavier. Oh, beautiful. And then we'll come back to center. Come back to center. You want to have the blocks under your feet, that's fine. It's kind of nice actually. Making sure that the feet are square, they're centered, toes are forward. We'll pull the belly in. Feel the body. Feel a little bit of the motion that's going on. You can feel it throughout your system. And we'll bring our hands to prayer posture. We'll pull the belly in. I'm going to scooch back just a little bit and find the back of the chair and then just come out of that slightly. And then just sit and rest. We'll bring the attention to the breath. Always beginning and ending any yoga with a brief attention to the breath, attention to relaxation. Kind of a seated shavasana, if you will. Breathing deeply. Observing. Aligning the chin. Shoulders are back. Belly's in. Take a moment to feel the calmness. Feeling the breath ease the system, the nervous system calms down. The pulse begins to relax and soften, gentle, slow. Observe your breath. Let the chest lift and fill, let the lower belly lift. Exhaling it out. Keeping the attention on the posture. The feet are soft, the toes are soft. Notice the silence. There's peace in silence. Sometimes the world can be a loud place. In yoga, it's good to embrace the silence. Allow it to calm your system. Allow it to calm your mind. Relax the mind. And with that, I'm going to close this practice today. And I invite you to watch other yoga videos. Like I've said recently, I'm new to filming this, and my technology skills need some practice. So bear with me on that. Please visit my website if you would, and it's my name, cindygray.co. That's C-O. And the Facebook is Cindy Gray, Yoga and the Spirit of Health. And the YouTube is youtube.com/@ Cindy Gray. I hope those are spoken right. I think they're right. Oh, anyway, I'm used to doing this live, so I'm just going to pretend I'm in the living room with you or wherever you're at, wherever I'm at. This is the end of my kitchen area. You're welcome to my yoga kitchen. So thank you for joining me. Namaste.